All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Team 9 Racing TV back here for another night of racing here at Myrtle Beach in the DC Designs late model stocks. Joined up here in the booth with Ethan Storms. Ethan, how are you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing awesome. The last one of the season here for the late models. I'm super excited. It's going to be a fun one here at Myrtle Beach. Always puts on a show, and I'm excited to see these guys get on their battle.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be worth watching. We're going to go ahead and pull up the leaderboard. You see Dalton Creech sitting at the top of the board with Dustin Hardy right behind him, Jacob Merrill in that third spot, and Jared Fowler in the fourth spot. So a little bit thinner field, man, but definitely still going to be some hard racing. Obviously the championship battle is happening tonight, so we'll just have to see how this is going to play out tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Well, with a minute to go, we're going to go ahead and bring in Dalton Creech, who is your pole sitter. Hey, Dalton, as well, you got a copy.
I hear you, brother.
Alrighty, brother. Hey, you got it on the pole, man. How's the car and how's the track feeling?
Well, we are loose tonight, buddy. We car did well in practice. Seemed to get a little looser in qualifying. Should be good though. I mean, you're qualifying on cold tires anyways, but get 10-15 laps in the car. Should tighten up a little bit. Should be pretty good. Setup feels fast. Just you guys got to be careful.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, coming off of that ARCA race, I mean, how are you feeling about, because y'all were really loose during that ARCA race. So do you think it's going to be kind of a little bit of the same, or do you think it's going to be a little bit different?
It's a little different. The ARCA got really loose coming out of the corner. This one is loose in. Just kind of how late model stock drives, but I enjoy these cars more than I like the ARCA cars. So I feel like I'll be able to control it the whole time.
Alrighty, man. Well, y'all are about to grid up, so good luck. Ethan, is there anything you wanted to ask him?
No, just have a good race, have fun out there, put a show on for the fans, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
I'm gonna try.
Well, good luck, brother. Hopefully you can keep it up there.
All right, for sure.
Alrighty, that was your pole sitter, Dalton Creech. Put down a pretty good lap, but it is now race time, folks. Let's go ahead and pull up the grid.
All right, boys.
As you see these guys.
Down
Let me go ahead and mute that. I'm sorry about that. But Dalton Creech is starting on the pole with Dustin Hardy in the second spot, Jacob Merrill in the third spot, Jared Fowler in the fourth spot, and then you got Brandon Kelly in the fifth spot. That's going to round out your field. Little five-car field tonight. Not too bad, though. You guys are still going to be able to run pretty good, but you can see all these cars, a bunch of beautiful cars out here tonight.
Definitely. It's going to be fun to watch. Brandon Kelly, always aggressive, always using the bumper. It's fun to see him try to climb up through the field. Obviously, Dustin and Dalton going to be battling for the lead. Jared could get up there. It's going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah. Jared, who had to miss out on the last couple races, hasn't been here. He's here tonight, and he said he's ready to put the whooping down on these guys and hopefully get himself a win.
Yeah, we've seen it in other leagues, him being able to get a win. Yeah, we'll see if he's able to do it in Myrtle Beach tonight.
All right, definitely going to be exciting. Thank you to everybody that is watching. Hopefully y'all can stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe. It helps out a bunch. Like the video. It also helps out too. And make sure to stick around and watch the whole thing because it's definitely going to be exciting.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be fun.
Still waiting on these guys to pull off. They've not pulled off yet.
Here we go. The pace car is going to pull off. Dalton's going to follow with Dustin to the outside.
Oh, yeah. See Dalton on the inside. That inside line probably going to be the dominant line, so we'll just have to see how this plays out. Definitely going to be very exciting.
Yeah, definitely gonna be fun to watch. Excited to see how this race unfolds, especially with a halfway break, you know, stuff like that. I think it says 200 laps. I thought it was 150, but it is 200 laps tonight.
Oh yeah, a lot of laps. So these guys definitely gonna have to are definitely gonna have to play it smart here. I mean, it's 200 laps. I mean, they did 200 laps in the Arctic car, and I mean, they definitely had the time doing that. So we'll just have to see. You see the lights are out on that pace car. We're gonna get ready to go down into turn 2 right here, or turn 3. I'm sorry. Here they are lined up, bumper to bumper. Brandon Kelly on that backside, choosing the outside, so maybe trying to get a good arc. Coming to that restart zone to grab the green flag. Dalton Creech not on gas yet. Oh, he's going to go ahead and take off, but Dustin Hardy able to call it right there with him. He's able to get right there beside him. Who's going to get down into turn 1 better, though? Dustin Hardy able to get down to the bottom and doesn't get a good run yet, but down in 3 and 4 they go.
Still with the lead is Dalton. Dustin following everybody single file. Jared's going to send it up a little bit in the corner. Not going to be able to get the runoff that he needs as Jacob and him battle for third.
Oh yeah, Jared Fowler trying to move up through this field. Definitely has looks like a bad fast car. He's already catching these leaders. Got a beautiful looking car it looks like. So we'll just have to see what he can do.
Yeah, still a good battle for third. Jacob still following that number 96 machine, but Dalton pulling away a little bit from Dustin here for that lead.
Oh yeah, one car that I'm surprised has fallen off is that number 9 of Brandon Kelly. Just doesn't seem to have the speed that these guys have, but maybe just trying to save those tires for the halfway break, and hopefully he can try to make something happen in the second half.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe Dustin's doing the same here. Maybe Dustin holding off a little bit, just gonna save some tires with that long, very, very long race, 200 laps. We'll have to see who's able to save tires enough to be able to be there at the end of the halfway break, which I'm guessing is at lap 100.
It will be at lap 100. I talked with the admins before the race, so lap 100, these guys will be getting their tires, getting their maybe fuel if they don't have enough. Oh, Jared Fowler, see him driving in deep, almost gets into Dustin Hardy, but Dustin Hardy able to drive away.
Yeah, Jared getting a little bit impatient here. He wants to. He's been away for a couple weeks. He wants to make positions. He wants to go battle for that second spot, and he's going after Dustin right now.
You see him, he is trying his hardest to get up there to him. He seems to have a better 1 and 2 than Dustin, but Dustin seems to be able to beat him in 3 and 4, so we'll just have to see how this plays out.
I noticed Jared's entering up a little bit higher than the guys are up in front of him. Maybe that's a good strategy there in 1 and 2. I noticed he entered a little bit high, but you see how much he makes up mid-corner, but he just doesn't get the runoff that he needs on Dustin.
Oh yeah, still doesn't get that runoff, but I mean, it looks like he is definitely trying everything he can. But he seems to be falling back just a little bit, maybe just trying to save those tires. I mean, they do have a very, very long race, only 10 laps in, so let's have to see what these guys can do.
Yeah, very long race. It's going to be a lot of just single file. Everybody just trying to save tires, be there at the end. So it's going to be interesting with strategy here midway through the race.
Oh yeah, one thing that I definitely know is going to take a factor is that those turtles into turn 1. They're definitely going to take a toll on these guys. But I think Dalton Creech just tapped the wall there a little bit. Everybody just closed up on him pretty fast right there.
Yeah, before it seemed like that car, we talked to him a little bit before. It seemed that the car was loose, and he saw it there. He just a little bit loose coming off the corner, grazed the wall. It's going to let him catch. It doesn't let Dustin catch up to Dalton here just by a little bit.
See, Dalton Creech, he did hit that wall pretty good. As you can see, right front damage on that car. See, the right front is pushed in, and you can see the exposed tire. So he definitely hit that wall pretty good, maybe getting loose coming up out of the corner.
You'll have to see how that'll affect his car throughout the race. I would think it would hurt that that right front, you know, just a little bit at least. So I'll have to see how it works. It seems like the 8's trying to make a charge to Dalton here. He's wanting to lead some laps.
Oh yeah, Dustin wanting to get up there and lead some laps. He's been bad fast all season, just hasn't been able to be there. hasn't been able to put it all together to get himself another win. Seems like he tries to be there, but just not able to. He did get that win at I think last week at New Smyrna. He did get the win there, but trying to put it together for 2 in a row.
Yeah, but he's got to get to that number 36 machine. He got in the wall obviously earlier, but right now still doing a good job in front, still able to keep a pace from that number 8 machine. And Jared also a little bit far back from the 8 trying to catch up to him.
You see Jared running a little bit of a higher line, maybe just trying to get momentum build up. And it seems to be working right now. He seems to be making the ground up, but we'll have to see how it works out in the long run.
Yeah, gonna have to see. Jared got a little bit loose there mid-corner, but able to keep it under wraps and still try to go off that number 8 machine.
Definitely trying to make room up on that number 8 machine. Jacob Morelli, see, he is falling back. He's not running with these guys anymore. So there's a little bit of a gap in between everybody.
Yeah, just again, these guys just trying to save tires, trying to click down these laps. 17 laps in to this race so far. We've had 1 DNF. Brandon Kelly pulled it into pit road, probably mechanical issues there. He got out. Jared gets sideways coming off a 2 there.
He held on to it, but he was definitely sideways right there. These guys doing everything they can to hold on to it. Like Dalton said, it's definitely loose getting in, but seems to be maybe in the long run these cars getting loose off now.
Yeah, definitely for Jared again, loose or sideways, I should say, off of 2 once again. So he's battling a loose race car, especially off of 2. We'll see how he'll have to deal with that here through the rest of the race.
He's still holding strongly onto that 3rd position, so we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Oh, Jacob Murrell way up the racetrack there. He's trying some different lines, see what he can gain. And there he was way up. I thought he was going to hit the wall, but I think he did that line on purpose. Had a pretty good run there on Jared. We'll see if he's able to catch that number 96 machine.
He's definitely trying, but Jared Fowler just seems to have a strong enough car to hold on to that 3rd position. But one thing I'm looking at is this number 8 car. He's actually closing the gap up to the number 36. So we'll have to see if he has enough to catch him. Dalton maybe suffering a little bit of right front damage. Maybe that car slowing down just a little bit. We don't know if he got wheel damage. I mean, he hit it pretty good, so we'll just have to see here in a few laps how that's going to affect him.
Yeah, definitely. See, he's way down the racetrack there as well. Interesting there from Dalton. Definitely trying out some new lines. He's got a little bit of breathing room on that number 8 machine. So trying out some new stuff to see what he can use at the end of the race.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't want to run that line too much. You see that number 8 is closing up fast now that he's trying to run that lower line. Like I said, Dalton maybe having a little bit of right front damage, maybe towed it out just a little bit. So maybe making that car just a little bit looser and wearing that right front out just a little bit faster.
Yeah, definitely. That 8 has closed a good margin up. Here we'll have to see if we'll see a battle for the lead here in the next coming laps.
All right, you see Jared Fowler, he went way wide right there trying to get down into the corner. Did not work out for him, but able to hang on to it and was able to drive away from that 14 once again.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, the 36 seems a little bit sideways coming off that corner. That's going to let the 8 close that much more in. Probably about 3 car lengths now to that number 36. So we could see a battle for the lead here very soon.
Oh, yeah, all right, we can definitely see it. See, Dustin, he is definitely closing that gap up. I mean, he's doing everything he can.
It seems like the 36 seems really tight coming off the corner, because I know he is just pulling it hard coming off the corner. He doesn't want to get in the wall again. So maybe, like we were talking about before, because of that damage, it's really hurt that right front, because it seems tight coming off the corner.
All right, definitely tight coming off. I mean, you see him, he's trying to pull it away from that wall, so we'll just have to see. Dustin Hardy definitely running right there up on him, putting the pressure on. He's wanting to get up here and win this thing to finish out the season, so we'll just have to see what he can do.
Up the racetrack a little bit there for the number 36. It's going to let the 8 close up to the bumper, at least a car length away, going up at a 3 and 4. We'll see if these guys have any little bit of contact. Here comes Dustin with a run coming off the corner. He's going to let out the throttle so he doesn't get into him.
Doesn't want to get into him and cause a wreck. We are almost 30 laps into the race now. We see Dalton Creech definitely sideways right there. It's going to allow Dustin to really close up the gap. He'll look down into the corner. Does he give him the bumper at all? He closes it right up to him, but has to back out the gas to not run into him.
Like to see, they're going to pour up into one bumper to bumper for the lead. We'll have to see if the 8 will get impatient and have to give him the bumper. He seems the faster car at the moment. We'll see if he'll get aggressive here. I don't think he will, with so many laps left, and especially it being his teammate, I don't think he would get up into him. I think he's going to try to pass him clean, or maybe just race bumper to bumper with him here.
Oh yeah, we'll just have to see. Both of these guys really want this win, but we've seen how the ARCA race turned out. A lot of these guys being super aggressive, so we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep watching this battle for the lead. Intense there. The 8 trying to set it down below him, trying to get underneath him, not able to. The 36 still going to get off the corner and still with the lead going into 3.
Oh yeah, you see the number 8 closing it up to him once again. Does he give him the bumper just a little bit? Maybe just try to slide him up the track. He doesn't just yet. See that 36 running way low. Oh, he slides it up the track. That's only going to allow the number 8 to try to get there. Not quite able to just yet. The number 36 able to hold on to that momentum.
And that 36 is on defense right now, and he's doing a great job of it, throwing it up at the top, knowing where he needs to put that car to be able to keep that 8 car behind him, doing a great job. But I'm afraid they're using up their tires a little bit much here. Whoa, the 8 gets sideways entering.
Oh yeah, you see both of these guys running really aggressively, putting on a show for the fans right now, and doing all they can to keep those things pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Again, these guys, they seem like they're battling here, and they're kind of going back and forth. But again, I think they're just maybe having a little bit of fun with each other, especially with teammates up front. And we'll see if that battle continues. But it seems like behind them, I don't think we're seeing any battles either. I was going to say maybe we're seeing one between Jared, and we kind of are. They are bumper to bumper just like the leaders are. So we'll see if anything comes here for that 3rd spot.
Oh yeah, Jared definitely able to hold it out front. Has the faster car than the 14, so let's have to see how that battle plays out. But see, Dustin Hardy, he has tried high, he's tried low, he's trying everything he can. Ooh, Dalton real loose right there. That's going to allow number 8. He's able to get by. Can he complete the pass, though? Not quite able to just yet. 36 gets back down in there. Does he try to cross him over? Not quite able to. 36 almost hits him, but keeps it off of him. See, these guys running really aggressively.
New leader here at Myrtle Beach, that number 8 machine able to clear the 36 and take the lead, but the 36 ain't gonna let him run away with it, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, 36 basically pushing him out of the corner that time. So who has the better line? Who has the better tires right now? That's the question. They're definitely putting it on for this championship race.
I told Dalton to put on a show, and that's what he's doing up front right now with his teammate in the number 8 machine. In the back bumper again, as sideways goes to 36.
They almost looped him around. They are definitely having a good time up there. I don't know about that number 8, but that 36 is having a good time trying to run him back down.
Definitely trying to get back to that back bumper, wants that lead back, wants to be the driver that leads the most laps today. So far he is, but now Dustin's trying to take that away from him. And Jared was passed by the 14. Jacob Miller able to get around Jared there. So it looks like Jared got in the wall. He's got some big damage on that side of that race car, so he may have gotten up into the wall, and that's why the 14 was able to get past him.
All right, well, we'll go back and take a look, see how that pass happened. See right here, it taps wall just a little bit. Jacob just doors him, trying to pass him. Not too sure what that's about, but Jared doing everything he can to keep it high, and Jacob doored him. We'll just have to see if there's anything past that.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Now 2 car lengths separate the front 2 of Dustin and Dalton. So these guys kind of taking a break here, obviously about halfway through, or about 50 or 40, 44 laps into this so far. Again, a break on lap 100 to get these guys tires and fuel. Definitely gonna need tires, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, and these guys also have that fast repair, so we'll just have to see how that plays out for these guys. These guys running really, really hard. Dalton's still trying to close that gap up to that number 8. Looks like he is just a little bit, about a car length and a half. And he's able to close it down to 3 and 4 to about a car length, but we'll just have to see. Right there, Dustin's still able to hold that car length and a half gap, though.
Yeah, Dustin's doing a good job being able to, be able to keep that 36 behind him and keep him far enough away where he's not, gonna give him a bumper or anything like that. So they're doing a good job up front. The 36 still trying to put everything on the line, try to go get him.
Yeah, doing everything he can. See, these front two are running away from these back two, from Jacob and Jared. So about half a track separates the front two from the back two. Let's have to see how this plays out. We'll just have to see how it plays out in the second half also.
Yeah, definitely. But you see again, the 36 is closed up just a little bit more. Probably now a car length coming off of 2 there. Now he's trying to back up the corner, trying to get a run on that number 8 machine going into 1.
Oh yeah, he's set. And number 96 running that higher line, trying to conserve the momentum, trying to save these tires, wants to save it for the second half. Gotta remember, these guys do have that fast repair, so these guys can definitely get these cars fixed. I think once that 36 gets that body damage fixed, he'll be right back to where he was.
Yeah, definitely. Again, he pulled away at the start, was able to put almost a second on the field, then got up on the wall and fell back, and now has lost the lead. So I think that 36, once he gets that damage fixed and brand new spanking new tires on, I think he'll be fast.
Oh yeah, he definitely got a good car. We'll just have to see how this plays out.
Ooh, up the racetrack a little bit on the wall goes the 36 there. See what's going on in the back. And Jared, and we got a caution. Jared's around.
He was battling a loose race car, so we'll just have to see how this is going to play out. We'll go back and take a look. He was definitely loose. See, coming off of 4, getting down into 1. Yeah, just looped around on him. He tried to hang on to it, just looped around on him. He was loose getting in for multiple laps. I had seen it multiple laps.
With that damage, I mean, it's definitely not helping. You see, he's just completely sideways in the corner. He's out of the throttle. He was trying to save it, but just nothing you could do with that loose of a race car. So that's going to bring out a caution here, basically halfway through the halfway break kind of thing. 50 laps. Obviously, lap 100 is our break, so a little bit of split here, quarter of the way through this race, and that's definitely going to shake it up now. Now Dalton going to be able to come in and take tires and get that damage fixed.
We'll just have to see Jared on pit road. He's going to go ahead and get that damage fixed.
I think Dalton's also on pit road, I would think. Getting his damage fixed and everything fixed with that machine. So that's going to put Dalton behind the 14 now. But I think it's going to put him on the inside, right behind that 8 machine. So that should be good going up into 1. I think we're about to have an exciting 50 laps to the mid-race break. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
Jared's still on pit roads, trying to get that car fixed. He pulls away. He's able to get it fixed.
It's good for Jared. Going to get back out there. Maybe a lap down, though, so we'll see if he's able to get his lap. But no, he's not a lap down. Sorry, I'm wrong. He's on the lead lap.
Oh yeah, 1 to green, though. See, the lights are out. Jared Fowler catching up to these cars. Let's see how this plays out.
Definitely going to be fun down on the backstretch. Lights off on the pace car. Gonna take a hard left into pit road. And the 8, I don't know where the back 2 are. There they are. Gonna get into the restart zone. Here we go. About to go green on the restart. Dustin gonna lead us to green. Jacob on the outside. Here they go to the restart zone, and they're off.
Yeah, Jacob just does not go right there. Dustin Hardy and Dalton Creech both take off. Also Jared Fowler. So all of them able to get to the inside. 14. No speed on that start, but Jared got that car fixed. You see that speed coming back to that car. Oh, the 14 hits the 96 again. We'll just have to see how this is going to play out. Jared wanting to catch his front two, and it looks like now he's got that car fixed. He's trying to catch these guys once again. Still battling that.
The lead.
Jared's still battling that loose race car, but the battle for the lead is heating up. Dalton Creech, Dustin Hardy both battling it out.
Yeah, Dalton was able to get around Dustin there with a kind of slider up into 1. So now he battles. Now Dustin definitely wants that back, and he's going to try getting to him. Not far back. He's got a little bit of a run going on the straight. We'll see what he can do in 3 and 4.
Not able to get there just yet, but still running right there with him. We'll have to see what these guys can do. See down into 1 and 2 once again. Dustin Hardy able to close up the gap to that 36.
Yeah, Jacob able to get around Jared there, so good job by Jacob getting into that 3rd spot. We'll see if he's able to catch these front 2.
I see Dalton Creech, Dustin Hardy driving away once again. See what they can do. 60 laps complete, coming around to complete 61. Dustin just kind of riding behind the 36, waiting on him to make a mistake. He hasn't made one just yet, so we'll just have to see. Does he slide at the track and allow the 8 to get there once again, or does he stay cool, calm, and collected and kind of, oh, there goes the number 8 to the inside of the 36. Do they keep it clean? They do, coming out of 4.
Side by side for the lead. The 36 is going to get the run on the outside. Dalton still battling in. Here comes Dustin, going to slide it in just a little bit, able to keep it off the 36. Still going to run him a little bit high, though. Side by side down the backstretch.
Side by side down the backstretch. Number 8 to the inside once again. They don't touch, but they almost do coming off. They both get a little close, but the 36 is going to try to do the crossover. Can he complete it? I'm not too sure. Not able to out of 2.
See, the 8 was smart there. He forced, or Dustin was smart there. He forced Dalton to lift there. Kind of washed up the racetrack a little bit. I think he was also a little bit loose there, but that's smart. A good way to get the lead. Just force him up, make him have to let out the throttle. So now Dalton got to try to get back to him. A great battle for the lead. This is fun to watch.
All right, definitely exciting to watch. Dustin already back to the lead, trying to get this win. Dalton Creech also trying to get the win. Both of these guys both battling it out. See, Dalton Creech, ooh, he is real loose right there. He's able to hang on to it. That's going to allow Dustin to drive away by quite a bit. Dalton was really loose coming out of the 2.
And something must have happened to Jared, because he is now 4 seconds back away from that number 3, from the 3rd spot. So something must have happened. I'm guessing he got a little bit sideways, maybe nearly spun out, had to save it. He's far back. Unfortunate to see that for Jared, but again, we got that mid-race break, so he should be all right.
Yeah, he's still got plenty of time to just ride around and just make something happen. So, I mean, I think in the second half he can really turn this race around as long as he just saves the car and just does what he can.
Definitely. Ooh, and again, super loose with number 36. Once again, getting into that corner. Dalton gets all side. He's going to let Jacob catch up for the 2nd spot, I should say. So we should have a good battle here for P2.
Hey, Dalton Creech able to pull away from him right there. Folks have to see, but Dustin Hardy, he is just driving away from these two, running a really smooth race. Dustin was one of those ones, he almost won the ARCA race, but just didn't play out in his favor.
That battle for seconds heating up. Jacob doing a good job trying to catch back up to Dalton. We'll see if the 14's able to get to the back bumper. And a caution. Jared may be around again.
Not too sure. It says he...
Oh, yeah.
Take a look.
Same spot. Ugh.
Getting down into 1. Oh, just whips around on him.
Actually, well, a night that's bad goes to worse for that number 96 of Jared. Unfortunate, brings out another caution, brings the pack all together once again. So another restart now.
Another restart, so we'll just have to see how this plays out on this restart.
Yeah, backed up in a low wall there. Was hoping he was going to be able to keep it out of the wall. Unfortunately, not able to. So he's got some damage on that quarter panel now. But we'll see how that will affect him through the night.
I see Dustin Hardy, Dalton Creek, both of those guys real fast. Jared Fowler catching up to the field. He's going to be able to get back up to the field.
Gonna be fun on this restart. Dalton should be on the outside with Dustin on the inside. Jacob, he's shown speed tonight. He's shown that he has a little bit of speed. Maybe not on the long run, but definitely on the short ones, he's able to compete with these guys. So we'll see if he's able to do it here. Gonna be on the inside, not stuck on the outside like he was last restart. So should be fun to see if he's able to get up with these guys and battle for that win.
I will definitely have to see. Guys can do. Next time by should be 1 to green, so we'll just have to see what these guys can do. All these guys trying to maybe cool those tires. Now you don't see any of them heating them up, so yeah, definitely gonna do what they can to not heat these tires up anymore. They're not as hard as they already are.
Yeah, definitely. There goes the 36. He's gonna jump up to the top. Knows that the restart's about to come. Knows that the lights on the pace car are about to go out. We're about to get the 1 to go signal.
And they get it lined up 2 by 2. Jared Fowler just running back there just a little bit, just trying to pull that car down. And you see a little bit of rear end damage on that one. But he's going to slowly but surely catch up to the field. But you hear him rolling around in that 4th gear, just trying to save that car.
Yeah, I'm completely sure what's going on there with Jared. I don't think he would have to save fuel or anything. Not totally sure, but we're getting ready to go back to green.
Here he comes. He's going to catch back up to the field. Dustin Hardy, Dalton Creech in this front 2 positions. We'll just have to see. Oh, Dustin Hardy going to go ahead and take off. Dalton Creech able to run right there with him. Down into turn 1 they go. Dustin Hardy, Dalton Creech. Oh, Dalton real loose right there. We'll just have to see how that plays out.
Again, the 8 seemed like he ran a little bit high there, but still a good job to save it for the number 36. And the 8 continues to lead once again with a good lead here at the moment. The 14 falls behind the number 36, and they all go single file going into the backstretch.
Oh yeah, Jared Fowler trying to recover. He's trying to get back up there. It seems like he's got that car up under him now. That car not really getting sideways anymore, so maybe he was able to cool those tires off. But I do feel like this 96 is going to turn his race around in that second half, because he definitely seems to be figuring the track out and getting faster every lap. But Dustin Hardy, he seems to be the car to beat tonight. He has caught up to these guys plenty of times and gotten around them, so he knows how to get around this track and knows how to hold the lead.
We will see if that number 36 is able to catch back up to that number 8 machine. Again, a good battle we saw a little bit ago, and the 14 still also trying. He's way up the racetrack. They're going to have to let out the throttle so he doesn't get in the wall. He's going to fall back just a little bit. We'll see if that number 36 sideways mid-corner. Here comes the 14. Got a battle for second now.
And nearly got a battle. But like I said, Dalton Creech is definitely fast. He knows how to get around here just like Dustin Hardy. So if he's able to pull away, he is right there. Able to pull away from that 14. Try to run back down to that number 8.
Oh, whoa, the 36 gets way loose. The 14 is going to go to the inside. The 14 is going to go to second. Jacob Muir to second. Dalton's going to fall to third after getting really loose mid-corner. He was talking about how loose these cars are entering the corner, and you saw it again there.
He's definitely doing all he can to hang on to that car. Dustin Hardy, though, definitely running away with it.
And Jared way up the racetrack once again. I saw him nearly up into the wall.
He's definitely battling a loose race car tonight, and just trying to do all he can to just make it to that halfway break.
Yeah, Jared not having a good night. Sometimes you just have that happen. Hopefully he's able to turn it around here in that second half.
Oh yeah, I definitely think he can, but Dustin Hardy just running away with it tonight. Is having the night of his life right now.
Yeah, Jacob now to the outside, way to the outside. Dalton's going to try to get to the inside of the battle for second, heating up. He's going to try to use that outside side by side as they get in the 3 now for second.
Dalton Creech to that second position. Going to hold him on the outside. Going to go ahead and complete that pass and get around him.
Good pass for second. Dalton able to get around him. I don't think he's going to be able to catch Dustin before the end of this mid-race break at lap 100. So definitely can't. That break at 100 is going to bring everybody back together. It's going to be a good restart, a good reset for everybody, a good reset for Jared, and get everybody get on fresh tires, and should be fun to watch.
All right, definitely going to be exciting to watch. Only about 15 laps left up until this halfway break. So Dustin Hardy, holding it out there, just running away with it. Honestly, just doing all he can to just keep it way out there. Dalton Creech also trying to gain up to him, but I don't think anybody's going to catch this number 8 up until that halfway break.
Yeah, I think he's going to, quote-unquote, win the stage, as we would say in NASCAR, but I think he's going to be able to win that mid-race break. Obviously no points or anything for it, but should be able to gather that up. Going to be probably leading. Obviously, it matters how pit road goes, but probably leading going back to the green once we do for the rest of that, for the second half of the race.
Oh, yeah, Dalton Creech finally getting that car figured out, getting that looseness out of it, and is able to get that car back up under him, and is able to try to run down this number 8 once again.
Yeah, we'll see if he'll be able to. He's taking a couple seconds off. Oh, a little bit loose there again, mid-corner. We'll see if Jacob's able to catch up any on the number 36 machine.
Jared Fowler, who was super loose, is starting to look good. Oh, he's a little loose. Is able to hang on to it, though. Just doing all he can just to make it to the halfway break. We'll just have to see what he can do.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get lapped. He keeps getting loose. We're only coming to a little bit less to go, but with Dustin only 9 seconds back, he keeps getting loose, having to save the car. Hopefully it doesn't go a lap down here. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he'll just get his lap back, but just wouldn't want to obviously see a guy go a lap down on the racetrack.
Yeah, 10 laps to go now till this halfway break, so we just have to see, like I said, what this halfway break is going to do to these guys. Dustin Hardy, Dalton Creech, both been running 1 and 2 most of this race. Jared Fowler just not having a good race at all tonight. Just been around multiple times, so he is definitely doing all he can to just to make it this halfway break and turn this race around for himself.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But Jacob seems like he's putting a little bit of gains on that number 36 machine. We'll see if Jacob is able to. Wow, he sends it in pretty hard. Dalton really loose mid-corner, had to back out of the throttle now. A great battle for second as they go into 1.
Dalton on that outside.
Oh!
Jacob doors him. Jacob running all over those turtles. Almost hits him, but is able to keep it off of him. Dalton's going to go ahead and drive away once again.
I don't think Jacob got into him there. I think it was just side-by-side action going up in the end of the corner, and then Jacob unfortunately got on those runner strips. That's what made him fall back super far. But awesome to see Jacob get up there and battle with his teammate. That was kind of exciting there.
All right, definitely exciting. This race kind of just getting a little bit strung out, but maybe after the second half they'll be able to catch back up. Next time by will be 5 to go to the halfway break, so maybe once all these guys get caught up together, they'll be able to put some exciting racing down.
Oh, definitely, I'm excited for that halfway break. New tires, fresh tires. Going to see pretty good battling, and I think it'll be fun at the end of this race. And we see how loose these cars are at the end of the run. So I think we could see a caution at the end of the race. Could bring the pack back together just for a short distance there at the end. Kind of excited to see how that'll all work out. But again, another battle for second, trying to heat up before the end of this halfway break.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out. Dalton Creech just trying to hang on to it. He's got a bad loose car. Just doesn't seem to be able to hold that car up under himself. So we'll just have to see what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. That car all loose. Again, he was talking about how loose that car gets. But Jacob, again, oh, there he goes, loose again. Now Jacob's going to go into second. He should be able to clear off the corner. He's going to be able to. Jacob goes into second. Is Dalton able to get back around him?
Yeah, Dalton back down to third, but see if he's able to catch him. About 2 laps to go now to the end of the stage. Lap 98.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. Jacob doing a good job in second. Dalton trying to chase him down, but dealing with how tight and loose. He's loose entering and then seems tight coming out with how crazy that car is. Man, sideways again. Dalton's just battling a very loose and tough race car right now. He can't wait until that halfway break, but should be coming up next lap.
Yeah, next time by should be the halfway break. Jared Fowler is going to hang on to it, though. There you go. Halfway caution. Jared actually able to hang on to it. Doesn't not go a lap down, so I don't know. He's definitely got to be happy.
Yeah, definitely. And I know that another guy that's got to be happy is Jared. He's happy to see that caution come out. Going to get a nice restart here. A reset. It's a full reset, for Jared. He's going to get fresh new tires. Hopefully get some of that damage fixed and a complete reset in his head and see if he's able to get a good finish out of it.
We'll just have to see. All these guys coming down pit road. Jared Fowler, Dustin Hardy, Jacob Merrill, all these guys coming down pit road to get those tires, and they're getting it for good measure.
Yeah, definitely. These tires were gone. You see guys getting tight, getting loose. Should definitely help these cars grip up a little bit more. It's going to be fun to watch this restart with fresh tires.
This race is definitely going to turn around for these guys. We'll just have to see. Dustin Hardy going to go ahead and pull away. The strategy here, though, is do you take just rights or do you take all 4 tires? A lot of these late model guys only take rights, so we'll just have to see how it plays out for these guys.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting. You wouldn't usually think strategy in a late model race, but it definitely does happen, especially here on iRacing and especially here in down south with the 2 tires to 4 tire method.
Dalton Creek, Jared Fowler, the only 2 to take 4 tires. Those front 2 only took 2 tires, so they're catching up to that pace car.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's going to get caught back up with the pace car. Going to get all double file. Should be a fun restart here. It looks like maybe Dalton and Dustin a lap down. I would hope to think they would get their lap backs. Not totally sure what's going on.
Not too sure. I'm not showing that they're a lap down, but I'm not too sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dalton.
They're just behind the pace car.
Yeah. I think they should extend it for these 2, but we'll just have to see. But maybe they have enough time to catch up. We'll just have to see. But
definitely not. I would hope they would extend it.
Yeah, I think Myrtle Beach, though, I think the 4 tires is going to be the call because it's definitely eating up all the tires. As you can see, Jared just trying to catch his lap back up is still loose. Dalton Creech still loose also. The green flag is in the air. They let it play out, so we'll just have to see. They did not delay it at all, so these guys definitely just got to race it out like they are.
Very interesting there. Not totally sure why we didn't get the pack all together there, but that's all right. We are green, and Dustin is your leader with Jacob behind him and Dalton about 2 seconds back.
And Dalton trying to catch up to these guys. We'll just have to see. Does the 4 tire play out better? Does the 2 tire strategy play out better? We'll just have to see. Jared Fowler also, like I said, one of those guys that took the 4 tires with Dalton Creech. Let's see just who it plays out better for, but Dustin Hardy, still your leader. Like I said, just running away with it tonight. He has had the most dominant car. He had seemed like the dominant car during the Myrtle Beach ARCA race. Had a bad fast car. Him and Dalton Creech both fast in that one, but like I said, that one didn't play out in their favor. Carson Klinghoffer, as we've seen, was able to pull away with that win, but Dustin Hardy, he is the ARCA champion. The ARCA Series champion. So we'll just have to see if he can get another win, and we'll have to see who's crowned the championship after this race.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting. But Dustin, at the moment, doing a good job up front, about a second gap to his teammate Jacob Murrell at the moment, so doing a good job up front.
And Dalton Creek's right behind Jacob, trying to make it happen. We'll just have to see if he can catch these guys. The way it's looking now, I'm looking at my lap times. Dalton Creech is the fastest one on the track right now, running about a tenth faster than the two in front of him. So it definitely seems like the 4 tires are paying off.
Yeah, but also is Dustin backing off, and Dustin or Dalton trying to go catch him? Obviously, not an oddball restart there where he wasn't in the pack. So obviously Dalton trying to get quicker, trying to get faster up there. So I have to see how that works out at the end of the race.
Oh yeah, we'll just have to see. But you can see Jared, the 4 tires definitely good for him too. He is running really good. He hasn't been loose. Dalton Creech also one of those cars that you haven't seen him get sideways yet. So I do truly believe that the 4 tire call was better off for these guys, because Dalton, looks like a rocket right now.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to catch up. He has to get through Jacob first, which I want to say Jacob is catching up to Dustin just a little bit. Again, Dustin could be trying to save his tires just a little bit, but definitely Jacob is catching up to Dustin at the moment.
Oh yeah, we're coming up on 85 laps to go. Still plenty of racing left, but these laps are going to tick down pretty quick. I mean, we're already over halfway through the race, and these guys have only been racing for about 40 minutes now. I got the timer up at the top of my software over here, and it says they've been racing for 40 minutes, so definitely a longer one tonight. I don't think the ARCA race was as long, but the ARCA cars were running a lot faster.
Yeah, definitely our car's got a little bit, I'm pretty sure a little bit more horsepower, and obviously definitely a lot of fun to watch, especially the other night. So we'll have to see again. Dalton has caught up to these two pretty quickly, and Jacob has caught up to the leader just a little bit as well.
Oh yeah, we'll just have to see. Is the strategy to try to save these tires till the end, or like I said, is the 4 tire strategy playing out a little bit better? I believe Jared Fowler is also catching up to these guys. I'm not too sure. He just seems to have struggled all night. Just hasn't been able to have the best night. But he's definitely doing a really good job tonight.
Yeah, definitely Jacob, a good chunk out of the lead once again. We're about to have a battle for the lead, and it may be with 3 cars, Dalton, Jacob, and Dustin here. And they have definitely caught up. Jacob to the back bumper of Dustin now.
Oh yeah, Dalton also to the bumper of Jacob. So Dalton, like I said, he is a rocket right now, but is he burning up those tires, or is the 4 tires just paying off that well? Is it just able to keep the car up under him that much? Because you got to think they did lay down a lot of rubber during that first half. 100 laps of racing, a lot of rubber's going to get laid down. So maybe those 4 tires gripping to that rubber a lot better than those 2 tires.
Yeah, and he's going to burn up some tires trying to get around Jacob here. He's to the inside of the battle for second now. Side by side coming off of 4. Dalton to the inside, Jacob to the outside. I thought Jacob nearly got in the wall there. Going to send it up into 1. Dalton on the bottom trying to get a run coming off of 2.
All right, Dalton able to get the run right there. Door to door, side by side into 3 and 4. Who's got the momentum, Jacob or Dalton? Oh, almost make contact. Dalton able to keep it off of him. Down into 1 and 2 they go.
Yeah, Dalton going to be able to take that spot after a little bit of contact with the 14, but obviously teammates, so they're about obviously fine. The 14 going to send it in just a little bit, not able to get to him though. Now the 36 going to try to go after the number 8 machine, trying to go for that lead on those 4 fresh tires.
Oh, yeah, like I said, Dalton, I do believe the 4 tires, I mean, I know I've said it, but I mean, he just seems to, those 4 tires just seem to be making that car a rocket ship. He was so loose before, but that car just seems to be gripping to that track and just rolling on the bottom. I mean, he has just caught these guys like it was nothing and still running them down.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And now it seems like it's kind of stayed about a 4 or a 2 to 3 car gap here. Maybe Dalton just now knows that he's caught up to the leader. He knows he can go get him with the tires. I'm going to save some tires. You know, we still got, 75 laps to go still left in this race. So he's just going to sit there, chill, and try to go catch him maybe. Jared looks like he was in the pits.
75 laps to go. Not too sure. I believe Jared said he was done. I mean, it's just been a tough race for him. So we'll just have to see. But Dustin and Dalton and Jacob all battling. It's just a 3-car race now with Dalton trying to catch that number 8.
Yeah, we'll see if he'll be able to do it again. He's gotten into that lead just a little bit there, taking little chunks out of that lead each lap. I think it's going to be a fun battle. Obviously, Dustin's not going to want to give it up. These two are going to go all out. It's the last race of the season, the last race here in Down South at the moment. Obviously doing a pause here in Down South at the moment, so we'll have to see how bad these guys will battle for the last race here in Down South.
The season finale is definitely going to be the most exciting race. Now coming up on 70 laps to go. Let's have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, you see Dalton's catching up just a little bit, but I don't think that this is just going to be the end of seeing Dalton and Jacob battling, maybe even Dustin, maybe 1 or 2 races. I don't know if he's going to be in there, but don't forget we got the new league. I think it's called the All-Star Racing League. Starting up. Dalton's going to be starting that one back up once again, so I don't think the action's just going to stop. It's definitely still going to have a lot of action, a lot of short track action. We're going to have super late models and late model stocks, so it's definitely going to be fun to watch. Don't forget about that one as well, but the battle for the lead's still heating up. Now, again, to the back bumper of that number 8 machine is Dalton, trying to get around him. Dustin holding at bay. Dustin on defense, but Dalton trying to push that intimidate button going into 3.
Right, he's definitely doing all he can.
Ooh.
Dalton doing all he can to get up to that bumper of Dustin Hardy. Does he have enough to get back around? And like I said, Dalton just been a rocket ever since that halfway break. So we will just have to see.
I was hoping we were going to see a little bit of bumper action there, so we'll see about that.
Not yet. You see Dustin get a little loose right there. It's going to allow Dalton to close right up to him. Just not able to complete that pass. Dustin riding around the bottom of that track. To have the roles switch now. Is Dustin the one battling the loose car while Dalton has the grip car? Or we'll just have to see here in the next few laps. Less than 70 laps to go, about 66 or 67 laps to go now.
They'll have to see if that number 36 is able to get around him. He's going to try to get to the back bumper of him, nearly coming off of 3, or coming off of 4, I should say. Now going up into 1. Dustin's going to go up the racetrack a little bit. Here comes Dalton trying to sneak to the inside.
Is he able to complete the pass? Who has the momentum? Does he try to throw it in? He doesn't, but he runs a little wide trying to get the momentum coming off the corner. Oh, he gives him the bumper just a little bit. Down into 1 they go. He's to the inside.
Slide job, going to slide it up a little bit. Dustin's going to be able to try to do it. He's going to try to get the crossover move, going to get a run, going to go back to the inside, I'm guessing, going up into 3. Dustin's going to go up the race, or go down to the racetrack there. Not going to be able to do it. New leader, Dustin off of 4, or Dalton off of 4, sorry.
Dalton Creech to the lead. Dustin Hardy in that second position. Oh, Dustin Hardy loops it around. You can see he tried all he could to get back to him. Wasn't able to.
That shakes up things.
We will just have to see. He's getting down into the corner. He tried to drive it in with him, just looped around on him, wasn't able to hang on to it. So definitely a tough break for Dustin Hardy.
Now it's going to come down into pit road. May get those 2 other tires that they didn't take before, maybe.
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
We'll see about how that's going to shake up everything here. Jacob now going to be in position to be able to take the lead. He's going to be on the outside, though, with Dustin going to be on the inside. Dustin really good on restarts. Dalton, one of the best in the series on restarts. We're going to have to see how he does on this restart. Would not surprise me if he takes the lead going up into one.
Oh, yeah, we'll just have to see. Dalton and Dustin had the most dominant cars. Does Jacob have enough to keep up with these guys? We'll just have to see. These two have been running away with it all night. They've just been doing all they can. But like you said, it's definitely gonna shake it up and definitely gonna be exciting. Dustin heating up those tires, doing all he can to try to get those tires heated up, especially those left sides. He just went in and got those tires. Here they come. Who's going to get the good start right here? We'll just have to see. Dalton Creech out to the lead. We'll go back single file now.
We'll see if Jacob has anything for him coming off down the back stretch. Doesn't seem like it. He's going to get about 2 car lengths to the lead going up into 3 and 4. Can Dustin get around Jacob, try to get to that number 36 machine?
Now Dustin's got those left side tires. He went down and got them. So how does that affect the way this car's going to drive? Or did he burn those right sides enough or too much to even worry about those left sides?
Jacob gets into the wall a little bit there. Coming off of 2, he sends it in. He's good mid-corner, but just can't get that exit speed that Dalton and Dustin have. We'll see if Dustin's able to get around that number 14 machine.
We'll definitely just have to see. We're going to be streaming a little bit of Payday after this with the guys. Anybody who's watching, make sure to stick around, and we'll stream a couple other things and see what we can do. Coming up on 50 laps to go. Dalton Creech still the dominant car tonight. Feels like he's trying to run away with it. Jacob way out wide. That's going to allow Dustin Hardy to get to the inside. Almost makes contact with him, but is able to keep it off of him.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Dustin's able to get around him. That's going to matter if he wants to be able to catch Dalton.
Back to the inside goes Dustin Hardy. Of that 14, they keep it side by side. We'll just have to see. Oh, still side by side. A good battle happening for that second position. Dustin Hardy able to get around him. He pushes Jacob up the track just a little bit. Now he's going to try to hunt down this number 36, and it's going to be a battle for the lead coming up.
Yeah, again, Dustin able to get around Jacob there. Now he's got to try to fight with Dalton and try to get back to his back bumper to try to fight him with just with 50 laps to go, or 51 laps to go.
Yeah, 51 laps to go for these guys. Dalton Creech, though, is still putting a chokehold on these guys and running way out there. Doing all he can. And these guys maybe catching him just a little bit, or maybe he's just trying to save the tires for this last little stint.
Definitely catching up to Dalton at the moment. We have a great battle for the win here with just 49 laps to go. It may get exciting here coming to the end.
Definitely going to get exciting. You see Dalton, or Dustin, I'm sorry, is making the ground up on Dalton. So, about to see if these guys are going to run it side by side to the end.
Does he have enough to be able to go catch that leader? That is the big question. Going down the backstretch, just about 6/10 away. Does Dustin have enough to get to him? I mean, you can get to him, but getting around him, it's a completely different thing, especially with Dalton, one of the best defenders of the lead here in the league.
It's definitely going to be exciting here at the end. Dalton definitely one that is hard to pass. I've raced with this guy a few times back in another league. He's definitely fun to race around, definitely hard to get around, but he knows how to race you clean. This guy, definitely knows what he's doing behind the wheel. Dustin Hardy, another one of those guys that knows what he's doing behind the wheel, and they're definitely showing it by running 1-2 tonight, and they have ran 1-2 all night long. But Dustin Hardy definitely wanting to get that win. You can see he is just making the ground up on Dalton Creech. He's closed it now to about 3 car lengths now.
Definitely catching him. It's going to get exciting here. You know, it's going to be fun to watch here. These guys battle for the lead.
Oh yeah, definitely going to be exciting. Dalton Creech, Dustin Hardy, these guys, man, doing all they can. Sam Hardy saying, let's go, son, go get that 36. So Dustin, you got a fan right now. He's wanting you to go chase down that leader and get around him, try to get this win.
Will he be able to do it? And right now, it seems like it's kind of keeping at the same point that the group's always going to get in the wall a little bit there. That's going to slow him down a little bit, but he also could be saving a little bit of tire at the end. Thinking that Dalton may be trying to push to get away from Dustin, maybe saving a little bit of those tires so he's able to push for him with just probably 20 to go, I would think, is the time to try to push for that lead.
All right, definitely going to do a push. Sam Hardy saying that's his dad. So Sam, you got your dad watching. So definitely got there and put on a show, man. You put on the show all night, so it's time to get it down here at the end. So coming up on 40 laps to go at the line. Does Dustin have enough to get to him? He's definitely closing the gap. He has chased him down from about a 2-second lead. Dalton got way out there, and Dustin, he's closing it back down. You see it coming across top, less than a second now, coming up on about a half second. He's gaining on him. He seems to have a better 1 and 2 than Dalton, but Dalton able to have a better 3 and 4.
Yeah, Dalton doing a good job at the front with his a little bit older tires, a little bit older left side tires than Dustin here, so we'll have to see if he's able to get back to him.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely have to see. Still closing that gap. Dalton able to pull away a little bit that time, but these guys have been battling back and forth on these laps. Dustin able to have a faster lap 1 lap, and then Dustin able to swap it around and get a faster lap than Dalton every so often. So definitely exciting.
Definitely going to be fun to watch here. We'll have to see if Dustin's able to get the speed that he needs to be able to go get Dalton here. He's lost a little bit after getting up into the wall there, so we'll have to see if Dalton's able to continue to grow a gap on Dustin.
Be able to keep that gap, but when we've seen Dustin do it multiple times, he's been able to run up on that number 36. Can he do it once again? Not sure if he's able to, but coming up on 30 or 20 or no 35 laps ago. I'm sorry, I have my mouth wrong for just a second.
Yeah, 35 laps to go left in this one, in this big 200 lapper at Myrtle Beach. It's been a long one, been racing over an hour now, so we'll have to see if that number 36 is able to keep that 8 behind him.
And we'll definitely just have to see. coming up on about 30 laps to go now. Coming up on 170 laps complete, you guys. It was supposed to be a 175 lap race, but things got swapped around. They ended up doing 200 laps. So either way, it's definitely been an exciting one for these guys. They've been running bumper to bumper for most of this race. It got a little bit spread out, but you can see it's getting back down to that good hard bumper to bumper racing.
Yeah, we'll have to see that number 36 still able to keep a gap. It seems like he's pulling a little bit now on that number 8 machine, so we'll have to see if Dustin will have to start trying out some different lines, maybe, trying to get back to that 36. It's gonna be difficult with him losing some time now.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna be exciting here at the end. We'll just have to see. Anybody that's watching, who is your race winner prediction? Do you see Dustin Hardy chasing him down, or do you see Dalton Creech trying to get away with it?
If I had to pick, I would probably pick that number 36. I think he's pulling away now. Unfortunately, Dustin got in the wall a handful of laps ago, so that has hurt him ever since. So I think that 36 of Dalton may, if he keeps the pace that he's doing, to be able to pull out a win here.
All right, definitely going to try to pull out a win here. We'll just have to see. Dalton Creech, Dustin Hardy, both these guys have been running 1-2. See, coming up on about 25 laps to go, you see 27 laps to go right there, if my math is right. 27 laps to go at the line. We're definitely at the last stint at the home run right now. So, Dalton, you've only got 27 laps to go, man. Go ahead and try to run away with it.
See if he'll be able to. It seems like he has now put a second and 3/10 on that number 8 machine. Now 4. We'll have to see how this shakes up here at the end.
Let's see. Dalton Creech still running away with it. Dustin Hardy in that second position. Second rail way back there in third. He's, I believe, we're looking at, he's 6 seconds back, or about 8 seconds back from the leaders. So definitely just trying to run around and just get that third position.
Yeah, now he's put almost 2 seconds on Dustin. Dalton doing a great job up front right now. That 4.
Oh yeah, Dalton Creech doing all he can right now. Dalton Creech still running away with it. Doing all he can right now to try to run away with it.
Yeah, still with Dalton in the lead. Dustin not putting any seconds into it at the moment. Dalton doing a great job up front and being able to keep that gap growing on Dustin and Leonard Machine.
Alright, he's definitely able to keep it rolling right there. Dalton Creech, Dustin Hardy. I think Dustin might be catching him just a little bit. It seems like that gap is shrunk just a little bit, so he's definitely closing back down to under 2 seconds now. It was a little over 2 seconds, now it's back under 2. So 20 laps to go. Dalton Creech doing all he can to run away with it.
Yeah, doing a good job up front. We could see a caution here. We've seen it before. Obviously, we saw Dustin spin a little bit ago. So Jacob could spin if these cars start getting super loose. You could see Dalton get super loose mid-corner. We saw him at the end of the run doing that. before the halfway break. So, you know, something could still happen here. So don't change the channel yet.
Stay viewed because this could change up in just a second. All it takes is one lap to definitely change a race, but Dalton Creech definitely just trying to run these laps down and just wanting to make it happen, but a little over 2 seconds back now for the first place car. Second place, Dustin Hardy falling back just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see Dalton doing a good job up front still. Your leader about a straightaway now ahead, or about a half a straightaway, I should say, ahead at the moment. So Dalton in that number 36 trying to end off down south with his win.
16 laps to go now. Coming up on 15 to go. Laps to go for Dalton Creech. Not too many more laps to go. He's got 14 more at the line. He's led majority of this race, so he definitely had the car to beat. He's letting it show right now. He's able to run away with it now.
Yeah, doing a good job up front, coming pretty sure to 13 laps to go. Doing a great job so far, keeping that 8 way behind him. 13 to go for the number 36 machine.
Oh yeah, definitely doing a good job. I mean, he just put on such a clinic tonight, left so many laps. He's definitely backing up his corners and everything like that, doing everything he needs to do to make sure he can keep this win. 12 laps to go now. Next time by will be 11.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, he was the one that was going to win the championship in the late model stocks as long as he was able to show up. And he's obviously showing up tonight, led the most laps, doing great up front now. Now got a second and a half lead at the moment, trying to win the race here at Myrtle Beach, the last one of Down South and the championship. He's trying to end it off on a great note here tonight.
Yeah, definitely trying to end it on a good note, wanting to win the season finale, especially with DSRL. As you heard Dalton say the other night, DSRL shutting down. We'll just have to see. This is something that could come back though, so I wouldn't throw too much dirt on it just yet. You never know what the future might hold for this league. They are just going to maybe take a little bit of a break from it, but 9 laps to go for these guys.
9 laps to go in Down South for the season. It's been a wild season, some drama mixed in there, and it's been wild. Dalton's been great. Dustin's been having the time of his life, especially these last couple races, getting a win last week. You know, we got new guys coming in, Klingelhofer. We've had a bunch of new guys. It's been definitely a fun season. I've been able to jump in the booth. It's definitely been fun for me. So awesome to be part of it. Now just with 7 or 8 laps to go left, 7 laps to go left in this season, and it's been a great one, that's for sure.
All right, definitely been an exciting season. A lot of ups and downs. Shout out Dustin and Dalton for allowing me to do this and allowing me to grow my channel some more. And I got a lot more broadcasts coming up for you guys, and a couple other things. But that's something we can talk about at another date after this. Maybe talk about it during the other stream tonight. But Dalton trying to catch that number 14, put him a lap down. He is at a risk of going a lap down, so we'll have to see how this plays out.
You never know what could happen here. These two could get contact and spin out. Pretty sure we have overtime rules.
Definitely
nearly
close
do
right
that.
there.
We're going to put that number 14, going to clear off the 4, going to put that 14 a lap down. Now with just 4 laps to go for Dalton. He's put a 3.5 second gap on that number 8 machine. Dalton doing a great job up front so far, puts the 14 on the lap down, goes in 3 and 4 the leader. Now 3 to go for that number 36. A little bit loose there in 3 and 4. Oh,
Yeah,
backing
3
off
laps to
again.
go. Not too sure. Maybe Dalton wanting the 14 to maybe finish on the lead lap. I don't want to put anybody a lap down. We'll just have to see. But that's allowing Dalton or Dustin. I'm not too sure. I think
He's gonna let him by.
Dalton maybe out of gas. It sounded like he kept shutting the car off.
He just pulled it in.
I'm not too sure what just happened to the 36. Seems like he may be having a problem with the car.
Well, it's coming to the white flag for the number 8 machine of Dustin.
I'm not
totally sure what's going on there for Dalton, but down the bachelors for the final time for the number 8 machine. Down Dustin Harden, down the bachelors for the final time, puts Jacob a lap down.
Dustin Hardy coming out of the corner. He's going to win it here at Myrtle Beach. I got a message from one of the admins. Dalton did actually run out of fuel right there at the end. So, not how he wanted to end the season. I'm not too sure what happened. Maybe ran it just a little bit too hard. So they definitely cut it close on gas, but Dustin Hardy, he was able to hang on to it and had enough fuel here at the end. I did say that this was supposed to be a 175 lap race, so yeah, maybe they ran a little too close on fuel, and Dalton Creech actually ran out. I heard him. It sounded like he was pulling the clutch in right there at the end, so he's definitely trying to hang on to it. See Sam Hardy saying, "Good race, son." So Dustin, you got your dad cheering you on. He's giving you a big congratulations. We're going to go ahead and get ready to do these interviews, though. Dustin Hardy, though, is your winner tonight. It's definitely an exciting win for him. Probably not how he wanted it to happen, but a win is a win. But we're going to go ahead and bring in our third place finisher, Dalton Creech. Dalton, as well, you got a copy.
Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear the disappointment in your voice, man. Not how you wanted to lose the race, running out of fuel. I heard you. It sounded like you were pushing the clutch in through the corners, but man, not how you wanted to lose that race.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. I know I was in the positive heading out of that last pit stop, and like I was like 3 laps to the positive, and I was running less than I did the first run. Wasn't putting as much throttle in it. I mean, I had I think maybe a tenth or two of fall off. That was it. And car was hauling tail, dude. And for some reason, I don't know. I got a notification, or I got a thing from my crew chief saying pit this lap, and I looked at my fuel and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I heard you come by, and it sounded like you were pushing the clutch in and trying to shut the car off, trying to save fuel. And I was really curious about that. But when I seen you slow down, I was thinking maybe you had run out of fuel, and then when you pulled down, I wasn't too sure. But yeah, I mean, it's just a wild way to end the race, man. But I mean, third place, you led so many laps, man. Walk me through the race.
Man, dude, it was a good freaking race. I mean, aside from car count, I don't worry. I don't put too much stock in the car count. Me and Dustin ran freaking great. The first run, really, really burned my tires up on that first run. I think I had 12 on the right rear, on the right rear, 12% on my right rear coming out of that first run. And then ran 100 laps on the second one. Had 49% on the fronts and 45% on the right, or on the rear, on the right side, and the car was it was an animal the second half of the race.
Oh yeah, you definitely was able to turn around in the second half. During the first half, it looked like you just could not keep that could not keep that car up under you, honestly. I mean,
yeah, dude, I was struggling big time that first run.
You and the 96 of Jared Fowler, y'all were both, it looks like y'all just could not keep it up under you, like y'all were driving drift cars.
I know it looked. Both of us looked like we had no idea what we were doing. Um, and I mean, here's the deal. The championships wrapped. Um, I mean, I had to show up tonight to win, and of course, I'd love to go out with a bang. However, I went out with a turned off race car. Um, I'm proud of this season. I know there was some drama and stuff that went on. However, I'm cool with how this season went. You guys again have done fantastic. Um, I'm excited to move forward, um, and hopefully we can have another season or a really good season next year in All Star or next season. Sorry, not next year.
Oh yeah, hopefully that will turn out pretty good, and I should be back up in the booth for that for you, Dalton. So we'll just have to see how that turns out. When does that start again? Just for everybody that is watching.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a little bit of time off. We are going to run a um, we're gonna run a little what's it called, the Australian supercars. We're gonna run those. I think something should be kind of fun. Um, the We'll run those on American speedways, American road courses, and we'll do a 5 week schedule in that, and then come back and um, do season one rebooted of All Star.
Well, there you go. For anybody wanting to join that, make sure to hit up Dalton Creech. Definitely going to be exciting, especially for that 5 week supercar series. So I have to see how that turns out. May have to come over there and join that with you guys.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, not my forte. I'm not a road course guy, but I'm definitely willing to give it a try, man. But congratulations, Dalton. As far as I know, you are the champion, right?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on that championship. A big round of applause for you. You definitely stayed consistent all season, man. I mean, you did everything that you needed to do, and had just such a bad fast season. Stayed up front and made all the right calls, man. And congratulations on that championship.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. Well, you have yourself a good night, man.
Hey, you too, buddy.
Is there anything you want to add to that?
Just good job, man, getting the championship and everything. They did a good job. Is there any sponsors or anybody you want to shout out before you get out of here?
Yeah, man. DC Designs. Every time I'm up here, I do, shameless self advertisement. I'll take it. But if you need a paint scheme, hit me up. Been really cranking them out here lately. I'm really excited about some of the schemes I have coming out. Um, so if you're looking for a scheme, hit me up. Team 9 Racing TV. Again, you guys, I've said it number of times throughout this season, but you guys are doing fantastic. You guys do a great job. It's been fun watching you from where you started to where you are now throughout the season, and 26 races with us. So you guys come a long way. Hardy Designs, my boy Dustin. He he's retiring from owning leagues at the end of this season. That's why we're making the switch to All Star, opening that back up. But man, just the time and effort that he put into this league this year, got to give him mad props, man. He brought this thing back, kept it going, and has done a great job. Burns Performance, man, he's come up with setups every week for the late model stocks, and they've been great. We no complaints with them, man. And just a little tidbit on that. He's actually going to be the title sponsor for our late model stock series in All Star. So he's coming over with me to All Star, and he's going to be building the setups for both the late model stocks and the super late models. So he's already started on those and knocked those out. Finally, and my wife, man, she puts up with me doing this every Monday and Wednesday, and she's taking care of babies. So I got to give her a shout out. I love her, and I appreciate her letting me do this.
Alrighty, man.
That's it.
Alrighty, man. Well, you have yourself an amazing night, man. And like I said, congratulations on the championship. And I hate that you weren't able to end it the way you wanted to. Especially running out of fuel right there at the end. That definitely flopped it around for us up here in the booth. Not sure what was going on, man. But have yourself an amazing night, man.
Hey, you too, guys. I appreciate y'all and love y'all, man.
No problem, man. We're always happy to do this. Alrighty, your second place finisher is going to be Jacob Merrill. Ethan, you can go ahead and take this one away, man.
Man, Jacob, you had a wild race there, able to stick it. A lot of other people DNF'd. You were able to stick it through. You got a front row seat to that crazy finish there where Dalton ran out of fuel. Man, how you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I mean, I got another podium for the second week in a row. So, I mean, I can't complain. The goal was to get a first place finish this season. Didn't quite accomplish that. I got a second. This was, I think, my best, but didn't really have to fight too hard or with the low car count. But the cars that were around, it was good, clean, hard driving. I don't know what happened with the 96 and the 36 early in the run, but they just they got loosey goosey there and allowed me to get up into the pack a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. All these cars are super loose, but you seem to stick right on the racetrack and did a good job of tire management there. Austin, I see you get a second place, man. Is there any sponsors or anybody you want to shout out here before we let you go?
Just my boy Dalton DC Designs. He puts together some nice schemes. Always takes care of me. He'll work with you. Make sure he gets you the exact scheme that you're looking for. He always does a great job. And my buddy Hardy Designs. He does a pretty decent job too as well. And just big shout out to Dalton for winning the late model stock championship. He was good all season, consistent all season. It's good to see a teammate come home with the championship.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's going to be it for us. Good job on your second. Good way to end off the season there. So good job tonight, man.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up with a race winner, Dustin Hardy, who won it in a very exciting fashion. Hey, Dustin, as well, you got a copy.
Oh, yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. I mean, not probably how you expected to win it, man, but how are you feeling after this win, especially ending it at the season finale?
Oh man, it was fun. Just just took it easy in that first run and saved tires. Tried to take two. It didn't work out. Even though my dad was in my ear telling me don't take two, I still did it anyways. Spun out and went and got my left side tires, and the balance was just off, man. But it is what it is. I just went ahead and took it easy because I seen it was going to be close on fuel, so I just took it easy and watched them take off into the sunset and run out.
Yeah, definitely was exciting. I heard Dalton shut the car off and then he slowed it way down the backstretch and ran out of fuel, and then you were able to swoop through and get the win tonight, man. How are you? I mean, just what's the emotions? I mean, especially winning this season finale.
I mean, it's bittersweet, man. We closing the doors to down south because I mean, I ain't no babysitter, and a bunch of crybabies want to come in here and ruin a good thing. But it is what it is. We'll go out with a win and see what the future holds. Might have another league pop up soon, or not soon, but in the future. But we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have to see what happens, man. Ethan, is there anything you want to add to that?
No, just a good job tonight. You get two in a row, especially with that wild finish. You able to pop up with the win there. So good job. Good way to end off this awesome league, especially a long season. Awesome to see you in victory lane there at the end. And good job tonight.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's nice to send it off with a championship Monday night and a win tonight. Pretty bittersweet.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely.
man. But before we let you go, man, are there any friends, families, or sponsors out there you want to thank?
Yeah, me, with Hardy Designs. If you want a badass paint scheme, just hit me up. Been cranking out a lot for HB Racing lately, and looking good. But also Dalton for with DC Designs for coming on. I think 2 seasons ago to help me with down south, and yeah, thank him for everything he done. But my wife for taking care of all the kids. It's a lot of them, but taking care of all the kids while I race, and my dad for uh, everything he does for me, and possibly sponsoring another league soon. But we'll see. But other than that, yeah, y'all for doing the broadcast. Y'all done a great job all season, and also Burns for busting out really badass setups all season for the late model stocks.
Oh, yeah. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Like I said, probably not the way you wanted to win it, but I mean, a win is a win, honestly, especially here for the season finale. Definitely exciting, man. But have yourself a good night, man, and we'll just have to see what the future holds.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for everything y'all do, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well that's gonna end it for the night. I got nothing else. Make sure y'all stay tuned, stay on the channel. I am gonna end this stream, but we might start another one back up. But this has been Team 9 Racing TV. I want to give a huge shout out to Dustin and Dalton, and obviously Ethan for being up here in the booth with me. But a big shout out to Dustin and Dalton for allowing me to do this here in Down South Racing League. They did an amazing job this season. Like you said, a lot of controversy this season, but still a really good season. Even though it was, like Dalton said, a low car count this race, it was still an exciting race. Everybody ran bumper to bumper. They ran clean. A really good race, man. Um, I mean, I was so happy with the way this season turned out, and hopefully I can be back with some of these guys and broadcast some more leagues. We do have some more broadcasts coming up. Make sure to stay tuned for that. It'll be every Wednesday. I'm gonna leave that as a little bit of surprise as to who I am broadcasting for, so you guys will definitely have to see that. It is going to be ARCA cars. The ARCA car is always able to put up a good race. But this has been Team 9 Racing TV. I thank you very much, Ethan, for sticking with me throughout this season here in Down South Racing League up here in the booth. You've done an amazing job.
Thank you.
And I think that's going to be it for me. Like I said, shout out Dustin and Dalton for doing everything they've done for me and allowing me to do this and grow my channel. My YouTube channel would not be where it's at without those guys. So a very big shout out to those guys. I love them to death, man. I'd do anything for them, man. But that's gonna be it, man.